Good morning, everybody. It's noon. Good afternoon, everyone. It's Tamara Bennett from Southern Adornments Decor. I am live with you all today for a very special reveal. It is time to show you all the new designs that we have just dropped in the shop for the month of September. These are also bundled together and given each month to our Template Club. So Template Club subscribers actually got these yesterday, all of them for one low cost. So we'll get into that here in just a little bit, but I thought we would do this a little differently today. In the past, I've kind of just showed you all of them all at once. And I was like, what if we do them like a one by one reveal? You'll be able to see them a little better because if I show them all to you at once, the icons for them are a little smaller on the screen. If I do them one by one, you'll be able to see them bigger. I'll be able to kind of talk about the features of each one and what I envision for this, like in the way you can use it to decorate your home, kind of maybe inspire you a bit. So if you're a Template Club subscriber, you should have already received these in your inbox as of yesterday. And I would love to know which one of the 11 are actually, which one's your favorite? Because actually we have 11 designs instead of 10 this month. We have a bonus one. So that's extra special. Hello, Angie. Hey, Wanda. Hello, Teresa and Susanna. Hey, Angel. Mary said, oh man, I just put in my order last night. That's okay, Mary. You can order again. No, if you want, you can wait, a few days or whatever and, give yourself a little bit of time. You just never know. Christy said, I love the green Merry Christmas. Thank you. I love that one too. Have any of you guys already made plans to start painting one of them? Hello, Barbara. Hey, Laurel. We did a whatnot sale, 2 of them in the last like 4 days. And Sunday nights was completely unplanned. Let me just tell you that. I had no plans on Sunday night and I was laying there scrolling and I was kind of bored and I was like, what if we just hopped on Whatnot and did a Whatnot sale? They're kind of fun, right? And so I was like, maybe I'll do that tonight. And Michael's like, well, I did have those live edge boards that I wanted to sell. And so I was like, let's do that. So we did that Sunday night. But then this past Thursday night, we had a Whatnot sale also. And we auctioned off several new designs from this reveal. So I'm excited to see how those turn out. Missy likes the mittens. That one's my favorite too. I actually have the wood blank of the one with the mittens on it right here on my desk because I'm going to be painting that one live with you guys this month. Hey, Vicki. Hello, Heather. Christy said, I just cut out and painted the Boo Babe and the turkey over the weekend. Wonderful. Mary says, I cannot do another Whatnot. I totally understand. You might need to take a break from it for a while. Thursdays was awesome. It was one of my best Whatnot sales yet. And I think it was because I took the time to plan out what was going to be in that Whatnot sale. I had certain blanks cut. And so I'm doing another Whatnot sale this coming Saturday, September 6th. 6 p.m. And I have chosen specific blanks for that sale as well. So think of fall and Christmas designs and things that you guys have requested. I've put all of those in a list for the guys to cut this week so that we can have those ready for Thursday night or Saturday night's sale. Hey, Becca. Hey, Missy. Oh, yay. I thought you said, hey, you said yay. All right, let's dive into our Template Club reveal. How many people do we have in the comments who are not Template Club subscribers? Let me know if you have questions about it. What I will say up front is we release 10 new designs every month. These designs can be purchased individually in our shop at shopdoorhangers.com. So you can buy them for $7 each. That's the digital template file that allows you to cut your own wood blank at home. Alternatively, we also have all of these designs as wood blanks in our shop. So if you are not into cutting your own designs, you can purchase the wood blanks of each of these designs I'm about to reveal as a wood blank at shopdoorhangers.com. Now, if you're the person who cuts your own blanks, maybe you like using a scroll saw, a jigsaw, it's more affordable for you. Maybe you have a laser machine. These digital templates are what you need. And honestly, they're $7 each at shopdoorhangers.com, but you can get all of them for just $25 a month. If you're interested in that, you can comment TC, the letters TC for Template Club, and it will send you more information. By doing that, you're saving more than $50 because if you were to buy 3 template designs, that's $21 already, right? If you buy 4, that's $28. So for just $25, you could get all 11. Why not? All right, let's move along, and I'm going to go ahead and reveal the first one. Michael's here with me. Say hi, Michael.
Hello.
He just popped in from the shop, so he's going to be helping me monitor the comments. Wanda says I can't afford Whatnot. I totally get it. That's why I always have buy it now items available on Whatnot. So we have buy it now items that range from like $10 to $20. So there are some items in there that you might be able to afford that are not items that are being auctioned. So the buy it now section always has like things that are a little bit more affordable. Okay. Linda says hi, Michael. I forget you're reading the comments. You probably saw that.
No, this one's on a little bit of delay.
Oh, that's true. By the way, I tried to pull it up so you could see it like I see it, and there was like an echo in the background. Like I could hear my voice echoing back to me. So, in StreamYard. So I was like, we'll have to figure that out another time. Okay. First design I want to reveal is the new cheerleading design that we have. There are no lettering. There is no lettering on this one. It doesn't actually say Go Team on the wood blank or the template file. But you could put Go Team, or you could personalize it with like the girl's name or whatever, or the team name. So I feel like this would be a good one for a cheerleader or for even just a sports family who maybe likes lots of different sports. You could put the team name to represent all those sports. What are you laughing at over here?
Cindy Hansen said, my husband keeps asking Whatnot. What is this Whatnot? I keep changing the
subject. He doesn't need to know, right? Hey, Joy, you found me on Facebook Live. She said, I saw you on the Whatnot sale for the first time the other night. It was so exciting to watch. Joy, you are the second person that has told me that you have come over from Whatnot to Facebook to follow me. So thank you so much for telling me that. Michael was like, you never know. You might gain new customers on Whatnot that didn't. And he's giving me this very pointed look like right now, like I told you.
I was right.
I told you. Because I feel like on the Whatnot sales, it's 99%. These people who are always here with me on Facebook, but it was kind of cool to see that some of you guys are crossing over from Whatnot to here. So these are new designs that we are just releasing in our shop. Hey, Christina. All right. So if you were to personalize this one, what team would you personalize it for? Personally, I would
It depends on what sports you're talking.
Well, I would do like navy and gold for Murray State. And then I could be cheering on the football team, the basketball team, the baseball team. It doesn't matter. If I put Go Racers on there or MSU for Murray State University and I paint those pom-poms in like yellow and like navy, it could totally be for any sport. Somebody said Go Vols, Tennessee Vols. Hey, is it Vols or Vols? I don't ever want to
say.
It's
kind of like Illinois and Illinois.
Is it a long O or a short O? You're going to have to tell me, Angie, because I don't know, even though I only live 30 minutes from Tennessee state line.
I'm more of a Tennessee fan than I'd be UK.
Missy has a cheerleader in her family. My niece is a cheerleader, so I think she would really like this one.
Yeah, and that's true. You can even do the local high school. We just did the concession stands at the crosstown rivals, Murray Tigers versus Callaway Lakers.
Yep. Kim says LSU. Raynette says Oregon Ducks. I've never heard of the Ducks. Susanna says Chiefs or Jayhawks. Missy said blue and orange. Ooh, those colors look really good together. Bears, black and silver. And Janelle says go Bills. We're not really like a professional sports family. We're more of a college sports family.
I got a team that every sports, though. I just don't watch on TV. I don't watch.
We don't keep up with sports much. Yeah. We're not a big sports family. All right, design number 2, another sport. This one is a basketball with a bow. So my thoughts here were, if you're like a basketball mom, you might want this kind of design because it's a little more girly. It's a little more interesting than just a ball. This also makes it where you don't have to make a bow to go on your door hanger, and you could do the bow to kind of represent your team colors. There's also space on the ball to add like the player number, the player name, or the sports team name. So let me know in the comments what you would do with this particular type of design. Emily says, I love this.
Holly Anderson said, my husband would say the Detroit Lions, but I would say go Niners. That would make for an interesting household.
You guys would be considered a house divided. Susanna said that would be cute on a shirt. Oh yeah, it would be totally. Our daughter Charlie plays basketball, and so
You can paint their number on it.
yeah, I could see making one of these for her bedroom door, and then putting Charlie on it or something like that, and doing the bows and like Laker colors for her school and stuff. Hey Heather, hey Elizabeth, welcome. Design number 3 says play all day. The thoughts here for this one would be like, this would be a fun preschool door hanger, daycare centers. Help me with ideas here in the comments. Like anywhere where kids are playing and there's joy. Grandparents. Yeah, if you've got a playroom as a grandparent, this would be a good one to hang up in the playroom. Connie says her granddaughter would love the basketball.
I was just thinking, for number 2, even if you've been kind of thinking about wanting to paint one of these for, say, a friend or something, because you're not really ready to sell them or something, you could turn around, and if you've got a friend who's got a child that's in, or a grandchild that's playing basketball, you can even paint that design and then turn around and put their number on it and give it to them as a gift.
This is the one he's talking about.
Yeah.
And while you were saying that, though, I realized, wouldn't this be cute as like little bag tags or keychains?
That's true. Yeah. You could even do, like a little bag tag for the team or something like that. If you wanted to do something,
you could make them for the whole team. I think that would be such a fun little craft, and it would be like such a nice little gift to each of the players if you made these as little bag tags or keychains or something like that. We did a bag tag at PC Live on the cruise.
Yep.
And instead of using the hard metal key rings, we used these, see if it's in the drawer right here. It might be, or it might be in the drawer over here. We used these really flexible, like not steel cable, but it's like the flexible cord keychain things. Do you know what I'm talking about? I don't even know what they're actually called.
Yeah. And it doesn't snap together. If it's
not in the second drawer right here, I said top, didn't I? Second drawer.
Oh, second.
If it's not in there, then it's probably in the top drawer over here. I was going to show them kind of an example. Misty said, do one pom-pom for the Lions and the other for the Niners. That would be good for a house divided. That's a good idea.
There you go, yeah.
Yeah, kind of like a wire. And it has like a little thing that you twist to connect and disconnect the wire. And that's a lot more flexible and easier to put on a wood piece like this than like a hard metal key ring. Those, sometimes it's hard enough to pry that metal key ring apart to put a key on. Here it is. What do you call these little things? It's like a little steel cable tie sort of thing. So this little thing twists.
Screws together.
And this screws together. You can get them on Amazon. I think this is a 3-inch one. Cable key ring. Thank you. I was like, what is the word? So you can use these to make like a keychain, a bag tag. This is a 6-inch, but if you did like a 4-inch, that might be more appropriate for like kids. This one was made big to go on like a bog bag or something like that. And of course, add a cute little bow.
Joyce said, I love the bag tag idea, but I would need one for dance, football, wrestling, swim, and tennis. That sounds a lot like Wes and Whitney.
Yeah, you're like my sister-in-law and my brother. All they do is chauffeur kids to sports. They're like sports taxi parents or something.
Sports Uber.
Okay, we already showed design number 3. I didn't see any comments on any ideas for what to do with this one. I was just thinking like, yeah, to like decorate in a daycare, a preschool room. Michael said like a playroom at your grandparents' house, anything like that. It's just to kind of inspire children's play. Okay, design number 4. This is one that we've had for a couple of years, but we've never actually released the template or the wood blank publicly. This was a bonus design that I created a few years back for people who were joining the Painters Clubhouse. And so this is the first time we're actually ever releasing this template publicly. And you can see a picture there of the design actually painted. What were you going to say?
Well, an idea popped in my head for number 3. After we went to Piney this past weekend to visit friends, a lot of people have got golf carts, and you can turn around and hang this from, especially if you keep your golf cart, you can sit there and hang it from your golf cart.
Yeah. People were driving around some really fancy golf carts. It was a big thing. Let me know what you think about this one, the Making Spirits Bright. What I really like about this one is the contrast of the white shiplap to the bright pop colors of the tree. And the giant lights on this are really fun. So you could definitely add the colors and things like that into the lights and even get some glitter going on there. Is this one in PC? I don't think it is because it was a bonus. So it's not, I don't think it was, but I can look real quick and see. Hold on. Let me look. I don't think it is, but let me double check. Angie says, I like that one. It's called Making Spirits Bright.
Ooh. I could even put this design on, say, one of those live edge.
That's a good idea. Yeah, Michael's been looking for designs that would go well on those live edge boards that he was auctioning off. And so he's like, this one would be good on there. Yeah, no, this one's not in the Painters Clubhouse. It was a limited time bonus a couple of years ago. So only like select Painters Clubhouse, only the Painters Clubhouse members who were a member at that time got it, and the new members. So it's not one that like lives in the clubhouse.
Carrie says, I love this one. I may need to put a door hanger on every door in my house.
You'll just start inventing places to put door hangers, and you know, they may just become wall art, or you may start incorporating them into like your candlestick stands and things like that. So if you're running out of doors, this little candlestick stand is a great alternative because you can just swap out as many different pieces on here as you want. You can have a new piece of decor every day. Elizabeth has this one. Okay, good. All right. Up next, we've got the Hello Friends round. This one has a beautiful greenery with a bow. Have you guys noticed bows are on everything right now? They're so trendy. So if you haven't noticed, we're incorporating them into our door hanger designs because they are so on trend right now. This one was kind of suggested to be like buffalo plaid in the background. So if you're doing this one, I would go with like a light buttercream, maybe even, what color is this? Light mocha. I don't know. Light mocha might be a little dark. There's another one called oyster beige, I think, that's like a really off-white. And then you could do like Blue Haven on top of that for the buffalo plaid. And then for the Hello Friends, you could use Royal Navy, and that would be really pretty.
Sherry said, I think I got this one on Whatnot. And Cindy wanted to know where the candlestick stand.
The candlestick stand is in our shop. I can go and grab a link for it if that would be helpful.
And then what size do you put on the candlestick?
I prefer an 8-inch piece on the candlestick. 6 will work in some shapes, like a round 6-inch will work. But for proportions, I like the largeness of the 8-inch because, like, for example, this is like a 5-inch piece. See how much smaller that is and disproportional? And then this is like a 6-inch piece. But because of the shape, it kind of works, right? But you also need something that's going to cover up this 4x4 wood block. So 6-inch could work, but I think 8-inch is best. I like the chunkiness of this, you know, to the skinniness of the stand. That's just my personal preference. And if you're purchasing the candlestick stand in our shop, I dropped the link in the comments. It comes with 8-inch attachments. So it comes like there's an option for just the candlestick, and then there's an option for the candlestick with attachments. So it will come with 8-inch attachments. But if you want to order additional pieces, get 8-inch pieces for those.
Sugared peach would look pretty. Is that the paint?
Sugared peach is, to me, it's a little too pink for this. I feel like it's a little bit flesh tone colored. I'm not sure if I would like it with this one.
And then Cindy asked, does the candlestick come painted white? No, it does not.
It does not. It comes unfinished. So you could stain it if you want. You could paint it black. You could whatever to match your own decor. And
it's not put together. You will have a QR code on the back of it that will show you how to put it together. I think I did that tutorial.
Yeah.
So be a little bit gracious with the critiquing of that video. But yeah, so then that way you can paint the individual pieces and then put it together, and that wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah. Somebody asked if we have a bundle of 8-inch rounds in the shop. We don't have them as a bundle, but we do have rounds in the shop, and you can buy them in that size, and then you can get a discount if you buy like 10 or more. So I'll drop the link to our rounds if you're wanting to buy rounds. Carrie, that's a good idea though, because if you purchase wood rounds, no matter what size they are, you can use any of the templates that you have on those rounds. And then it's so versatile. Like you could put any design on those little candlestick stands. Great idea.
Yeah, and Mary said that's why you use a large metal discs on the back. And you might even drop the link because I think you've got the link in Amazon as far as for those metal discs.
Yeah, those are linked in my Amazon favorites. So I'll just drop the link to Amazon favorites here.
So yeah, you can purchase those metal discs and slap one on the back of an 8-inch round. And then the candlestick kit actually comes with a magnet.
Yeah.
It'll come with metal discs too for the attachments.
But if you're doing additional attachments, you'll need more metal discs. Yeah. All right, moving right along. Design number 6 is actually 3-in-1. You're getting a present, a gingerbread cookie, a gingerbread man cookie, and then a peppermint. So this is considered our gifting attachment bundle. We've done Christmas attachment bundles before, fall, Thanksgiving, Halloween. And when we do these attachment bundles, they are simpler designs because in our mind, like if you're painting these in a smaller size, you might not want to do something highly detailed, right? Because the smaller it gets, the tinier the details get. And so we keep these somewhat simplified, and they also make a really good statement like on top of these candlestick stands or as a door hanger attachment piece or something like that. So if you're getting the template to these, you're getting all 3 designs in the 4 different size or the 3 different sizes. If you're getting the wood blanks to these, you have the choice of getting them as 4-inch. And so when you buy them, you get all 3 4-inch pieces, 6-inch, all 3 designs, 8-inch or 12-inch. We don't offer them in door hanger size, all 3, but up to a 12-inch. And the 12-inch would be perfect for like just setting on a shelf or your porch leaner attachments. Do you still use rare earth magnets?
Yes, I do. Yep. And what was that? Total Element.
Total Element, I think, is the company.
I think Total Element was the company. And then we get our magnets through, and you can, you can get them in disc form, square. You can get them all different shapes. But yeah, I like that company, and they've got different ones that hold different weights and stuff like that. But yes, I get still the rare earth stuff, and that's what they come with.
I saw that Kenletta commented link. I'm not sure which one you're wanting the link to, Kenletta. I've been dropping some links in the comments. If you're interested in shopping these designs, you can head on over to shopdoorhangers.com. If you want to get all of them, all of the templates, comment TC for Template Club, and I'll send you a link to that.
Gary said this would be great for a welcome porch leaner.
That's the other thing too, is on these attachment bundle pieces, we try not to put words because words are going to get smaller the smaller that you cut them. And so keeping them simplified like this makes them really great to add as those welcome porch leaner attachments. They won't distract from the overall word on the leaner.
I think Missy said, what is the name of the rings for the, I think she meant bag tag attachment. Can you link that in your Amazon?
I don't have the link, but somebody named them. What were they? They were cable tie keychains or something.
I can look.
Cable key rings, I think is what they were called. Cable was one of the words for sure. Oh, the link for the magnets. It's over in my Amazon favorites. If you go to Amazon, my Amazon favorites that I linked in the comment above, and then click on crafting supplies, it's in there. Hey, Julie, watching from the Art Shattered Warehouse. Welcome. Okay, design number 7. This is one that we had in our Whatnot sale the other night. It is a new round design, and it's actually a 3D design. So the lettering for this design, the word Christmas and the word Merry, are all 3D. So I've got all the 3D pieces here on my table for one of these designs I'm going to show you next. But the lettering on this design is 3D. So if you're buying a wood blank from us in the 18-inch size only, there will be an option to get the 3D lettering with your 18-inch blank. Now, if you're doing the template, of course, it would be a little more challenging for you to do this in 3D. You might have to use a scroll saw to cut something like that intricately, but the templates are already designed to be 3D. So if you're running a laser or something, that's really easy for you. Let me know if there's anything you would change about this one, or if you like it as is. I really love the combination of this bright red bow and that gold lettering. Have you guys ever worked with liquid gold leaf before. Lauren Martin in the Painters Clubhouse sent me a picture about a month ago. She had bought some of this stuff at Walmart, I think, or not Walmart, Hobby Lobby on clearance. And it was like paint, but it's called liquid gold leaf. And so it's more gold, shinier than like your regular gold paint, even more shiny than like our Deco Art gold paint. And it really catches the light in a really true metallic look. And so she designed this one with that in mind. So if you don't have any liquid gold leaf, you might want to pick some up and try it on this design.
I have her posted the link. I'm not sure what it's for.
I don't know. I can't click it, so I'm not sure. You might be able to click it and it will take you to show you what it is. No, won't let you click it.
No.
Wanda says you can paint the letters with drop shadows to make them look 3D. That's a good tip too, Wanda. Yeah, Wanda's really good at doing that. So you can create like a soft drop shadow, she's saying, underneath the lettering to make it look like it's 3D, even if it's not. I'll have to show you one of Wanda's pictures. She's really good at it. Elizabeth said, I think I need to make a paint run to Hobby Lobby.
I actually went to Hobby Lobby the other day without her.
Oh, Albert says it's the link to the key rings we were talking about. Paula says, I would not change a thing. This has got that really soft buffalo plaid in the background. So if I were picking colors for this, because y'all know y'all like colors, help with the colors, I might choose desert turquoise as the background color. And then for the darker color on top of desert turquoise, you could go with open water, or maybe you could mix a little bit of like Victorian blue with your desert turquoise to make a darker shade. I feel like Victorian blue by itself might be too bold on top of desert turquoise, but if you did like a 50-50 mix for the darker color of the buffalo plaid, it would be just right. The trick with this kind of buffalo plaid is that you want to pick two colors that are different but very similar. It wants to feel it. You want them to feel like they're two shades off from one another, because if they're too close, too similar, then you won't see it. But if they're too different, then it's going to distract from everything that's on top of it. You want it to feel like it's just faded in the background. So make sure whatever colors you use on this type of buffalo plaid, they're only like two shades off from one another. And if you don't have the right colors on hand to do that, the best thing to do is to take one color you really love, make that your background color, or make that your buffalo plaid color, and then lighten it or darken it to go lighter or darker the other way. To lighten it, you would add a little bit of white. To darken it, you would probably add a little bit of black or navy, or it depends on the color you're working with. For something like this, I would add a little bit of navy or something to deepen the color. Okay, moving right along. This is the design that I'm going to be painting live with you guys this month. It is the Merry Christmas with the mittens. I actually have the wood blank to this one right here on my desk. I'm going to put the lettering on here and straighten it up, and then I will show you what it looks like all cut out. We did sell a few of these in our Whatnot sale the other night. And so, and then this one is also in our Painters Clubhouse companion pack. So if you're a Painters Clubhouse member and you get option 2 of the companion pack, you will actually have this wood blank as well. So here's what it looks like. Let me see if I can get it up here. Why is it not showing up? Hold on. There we go. This is the wood blank. So I'm going to be painting this one live with you guys. Let me look and see exactly which day it is so I can tell you. It's not next Tuesday because I'll be out of town then, but it might be the Tuesday after that. How do I view this? Okay. It is, September 23rd. So I'll be painting this one live with you guys September 23rd. So you've got plenty of time to get it ordered if you want to paint live with me. So it's got the 3D Merry Christmas lettering, and I probably will use the red and the turquoise for this. And then I might do some like splatter paint and some glitter. I don't know. We're going to have a lot of fun with it.
Allie Anderson suggested that Wanda Hillman maybe could do a tutorial for PC on how to do that.
Yeah, that would be a great like technique spotlight if she would be interested in doing that.
And then Elizabeth said, which paintbrush marker do you use or recommend?
My favorite is probably the Posca pens. I've had those for years. They look like this, Posca. They are linked in my Amazon favorites too. The medium tip is great. And then the other brand is called Artistro. Can you see that there? Artistro. And they both, I feel like they work really great interchangeably. The reason I choose Posca over Artistro for like a beginner is because in my Amazon favorites, there's a link for the Posca pens that come with 3 white and 3 black of 3 different sizes. So you're going to get like a fine tip, a medium tip, and even like a jumbo of the black and a jumbo of the white. And so those are kind of the basics that you need for getting started.
Joy suggested, she said that the mittens one would be, mittens are cute, and that would be a great idea for a paint party.
Yeah, a design like this is great for a paint party because look how simple it is. It's really only got 3 colors. And so you're not going to have to buy a million colors of paint, and you're not going to have to bring a ton of supplies. And this is not going to take 4 hours to paint, you know? And so that's the kind of paint party design you want, is one that they can paint quickly and feel like they accomplished and was successful with.
I thought this was interesting, and it definitely creates some challenges. Debbie said that patterns like this are her is her enemy, being colorblind. She struggles with the softer checkered ones, especially.
Yeah. So anytime I can help you pick the colors, that's probably a big help, I would assume. I can't imagine being colorblind and being a painter. That would be a challenge for sure.
Albert said he sent that link to your business.
Okay. Thank you, Albert. Missy said this one would be so versatile with color combinations. I think plaid mittens would be awesome too. Oh, yes, they would. That would definitely add a layer of difficulty to this for paint parties. But
no, Elizabeth's wanting me to drop a hint in regards to the new ornaments.
He's not allowed to do that. He's not allowed to do that. We're not going to let him do that. But we are planning on dropping a couple of hints today. So keep your eyes peeled. Wanda said, if I see something that I'll be painting with words, I'll try to put a video together. Thank you, Wanda. The clubhouse would be so thankful for that. Christina says she's going to order this one for her Christmas paint party. That's a great idea.
I think you say
Kinletta?
Yeah, she said something about you can buy and I think she meant the Posca pens at Walmart.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
What glue do you use to put on the pieces?
Probably some sort of gel super glue, Allison. So any sort of gel super glue. I get mine on Amazon.
The gel is
I prefer
easier
the gel
to work with because it's, provided you don't put too much, it stays where you want it.
Yeah. Michelle, yeah, this one, the words Merry and Christmas are 3D on this one. The names probably really help you, Debbie.
Joy asked, do you as a host of a paint party paint with the guests, or do you just have a sample painted already for them to reference?
I just have a sample. And so I'll walk around with the sample and kind of just point out things and show them. And if they need more like hands-on guidance, sometimes I'll say, you know, do you mind handing me your paintbrush or whatever? And I'll demonstrate just like a quick little brush stroke or something, and then hand it to them to let them continue to do the thing that I just showed them. Okay, let's move on to number 9. This also is a 3D design. So it's very similar to the last one we just showed you, but it's got some fun little vintage Christmas lights at the top and 3 presents down at the bottom. So the 3D words, the words are 3D on this one as well. We sold a few of this one in our latest Whatnot sale as well. So I think this one could be changed up in a lot of different ways. The color on this sample image looks a little bit more like retro or just pop colors, but you could definitely go a little more traditional with this and stick with like red and green and gold and white. You could leave the teal off and do something different in the background. You'll have to let me know what ideas you guys have for this one. But there's lots of options here. You could also add a pattern to the background of this one. Like if you wanted to do the white shiplap background that was on the Making Spirits Bright door hanger design, that would make this one look a little bit more unique too. I wouldn't do white lettering though if I did that white background.
Basically, want to know, can you purchase just the words?
Not for these, I don't think. I don't think we have it set up to do that.
So,
yeah. Okay. Vicky said, I can't wait to paint again after all the canning is done. What are you canning, Vicky? Probably lots of tomatoes.
But yeah,
this time of year. Yeah. Okay. And then design number 10. This one is one unlike any other we've ever done. It is a card holder or could be other things, but it was envisioned to be a card holder. So there's a cutout part at the bottom where you can put ribbon on there and kind of tie it in or staple it in, and then allow that ribbon to hang down below this sign. And then you can use clothespins to clip your Christmas cards to. And so you can have this kind of hanging up in your kitchen or your living room or wherever. And instead of throwing all your Christmas cards in a basket or magnetizing them to your refrigerator, or I don't know what else you do with your Christmas cards, throw them away. I hope not. But you could clip them to the ribbons that hang down from this sign, and it would be a fun little unconventional way to display your greeting cards.
See, I like this one because growing up, that's what one of the things we would do is like all the Christmas cards that we'd get and they would come in, we had a spot that we would just tack them to the kind of corner of the wall.
Like you used a thumbtack.
Yeah. Not necessarily ideal, but that being said, I always liked it because there was all these Christmas cards that were hanging there that we had received. And I don't know, it's kind of, I guess, a Christmas tradition that my mind goes back to.
Yeah. My favorite Christmas cards are the ones that are actually like a photo of the family or the kids, because it's like some of them you don't see often and it's like, wow, look how they've grown. And so tacking those up to something like this allows me to kind of enjoy them for the whole month of December or however long that I have them up.
Tammy has finally arrived.
Welcome, Tammy. Glad you're here. Elizabeth said, I taped them all to my closet door near the front door. Margarita says, I love this. Funny story, way back when Michael was deployed years and years ago. I did a paint party with some of my friends, and we made what we called Merry Mail hangers. And I actually blogged about this on a blog that I had way before Southern Adornments Decor was even dreamed up. And we used vinyl lettering on like a 1x4 board. And so it said Merry Mail, and it just had strips of ribbon hanging from it. And I have used that many times over the years to hang up my Christmas cards. So this is kind of like a newer and better improved version of that. You tape your cards around a door frame. I think I've seen somebody else do that. That's really cool. My mom always kept hers in like a little sleigh. It was like a metal sleigh on her dining room table, and she would just drop them in the sleigh.
Donna says, hey.
Hey, Donna. All right. And then we have one bonus design this month, and you guys have been asking for more disco ball designs. So we did one. It's a disco ball wearing a Santa hat. So you could change this one up. If you don't like the green ball, you could go with a gold ball or a silver ball. You'll have to let me know in the comments, like, do you like it as is, or what? If not, what would you change about it? How would you make this different? I could even see this one being a fun, like, teenage design and doing it like a bright hot pink Santa hat with a pink and light pink and silver disco ball. And it could be like a really fun, like my niece Kennedy would probably hang that up in her dorm room for Christmas, because they love that disco ball stuff. It's still so trendy. Even a year later, we've been doing disco ball designs for about a year now.
You can even turn around and do, if you're comfortable putting a hole in it, and then getting them one of those bag tags or something like that and making an ornament and using it as a Christmas tree ornament.
That's a good idea.
Michael, if your kid paints it, if you're your teenager or whatnot, they can hang it up and be like, yeah, I painted that ornament.
Yeah, that's a fun idea. Do you guys make your own Christmas ornaments? Angel says she would do purple and gray. Becca said she would do pink. Lori said the disco ball hat is cute. I can't wait to make some of these designs. Yeah, so each month we release 10 new designs, but this month we couldn't help ourselves. We threw in number 11. The sled you had on the Whatnot sale would make a good Christmas card holder. Yeah, I think it would. Any other comments or questions on this one? If you want to grab all of these designs, you can get them all as digital templates in our template club. So if you're already planning on buying 3 or more of these designs, you may as well go ahead and get them all, because they are $7 each in our shop, but you can save over $50 by joining the template club and getting them all every single month. Now, if you want the wood blanks to these designs, you just need to head over to shopdoorhangers.com. These are all available in about 5 different sizes. The only one that's not available in 5 sizes is the one that's the gifting attachment bundle that has the peppermint, the gingerbread man, and the gift. It's only available in 12 inches or smaller. What are you laughing at?
So one, Linda said, can we get the Santa in the window template? But what I was laughing at is Elizabeth is very persistent. She said, yes, I make your ornaments. So I need to know what they are.
As far as the Santa in the window template, we are actually planning on teaching that one in the Painters Clubhouse in November. So that one is coming. We are planning on giving you guys the template and teaching it in November. I actually just used some excess resin yesterday to pour resin in my Santa window ornament that I have sitting here. So look how cool that looks. And I don't know if you can see it on video, but his little parts of his costume of his hand there, his outfit and his hat have snow techs on them. So they have like a different texture, and I poured resin over those as well. So they feel raised when you rub your finger across them.
Oh, yeah, you can kind of see that.
Yeah, you can really see it in person. It's so pretty. But the resin just makes the whole thing pop. Something else that I resined the other day is I had this 5-inch Happy Holidays pickup truck design, and I was using up some excess resin, and I poured it on this as well. Matter of fact, I was doing all of this while I was recording a resin tutorial for the Painters Clubhouse. That's our technique spotlight this month in the Painters Clubhouse, is how to use resin like this. So I taught the proper methods for applying resin to a project.
Mary said gold, definitely. Maybe add purple or magenta. I think she's talking about the Santa hat.
Mm-hmm.
And then Nancy said, I still send family pics at Christmas. I make them dress up and send to me in a themed photo.
That sounds like so much fun, Nancy. I do have there's one girl that I know of, and she doesn't send me one, but she posts a picture of it on our Facebook page every year.
Yeah.
Deidre and Matt Irby, they like take a family photo every year, and they theme it kind of like a movie poster. And so one year it was like Die Hard, and another year it was like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. And so it's funny. She does it. And with AI nowadays, you know how much easier that would be. I actually sent out a Christmas card years ago when the boys were little that made it look like they were riding on the back of a chicken. And I accomplished this by taking pictures of my boys over at the playground down the road from us. There's these little things you sit on and you just kind of rock back and forth like this. It's like on a spring. And so they were sitting on these, and I went in and manually photoshopped their little bodies off of these little riding things, and then photoshopped them onto some chickens. And so and then I put Santa hats on the chickens. So it looked like they were riding Christmas chickens on our Christmas cards. I got to find a picture of that. I bet it's somewhere on my Facebook page, and maybe I can share it. It was so funny.
Susanna said, look at you doing more resin now. Great job. And I know you were so nervous to do the lantern.
Mm-hmm.
And I can sympathize because I've got that. I'm doing a project for Corey for his birthday, so I won't say exactly what it is. But it involves resin as well as using powder pigmentation to kind of change the color of the resin. And yeah, you get nervous about doing that stuff. I don't know. It's just one of those, like, you don't want to screw it up. And I don't know. Yeah.
Well, if you're curious about using resin on a project, our ornament kits drop not next Tuesday, 2 Tuesdays from now, September 16th. And so those come with a packet of resin and instructions on how to paint the design, how to layer them, and how to pour the resin in them. So it'd be a really great starter project for you. Any other comments or questions? If you want to grab these designs, go to shopdoorhangers.com. If you want to subscribe to Template Club, comment TC, and it will send you a link to join now. Resin goes with the 25 ornaments. Yes, it does. All right, y'all have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.